Hello everyone, let's start the new chapter, area related to circle. This is chapter 12 of NCERT, class 10th. Area related to circle. Now before starting this chapter, I am going to tell you what is circle and some terms related to circle. Okay, you know that circle is a round object, but how to define a circle? Circle is nothing but the collection of points which are at a fixed distance from the fixed point. What I said, what is circle? Circle is the collection of points which are at a fixed distance from the fixed point. This distance is fixed. And when you join these points, these collection of points, you will get a circle. Correct? So, let me draw a perfect circle for you. See, this is the circle. In the circle, this is called the center. The fixed point is called the center. The fixed distance is called the radius. See, this is radius. This one is the center, and when you join two radius in a straight line, it becomes a diameter. Okay, or simply you can say that diameter is what? Diameter is a line which touches the circumference and passes through the center. Which touches the circumference at 2 points and it passes through the center. So this is called the diameter, and diameter is nothing but equal to 2 into radius. See, if O is the center, OA is one radius, OB is other radius, and when I join these two radius, it becomes a diameter. Correct? Okay, let us read some more terms about the circle. This is the boundary of the circle, and what do you call the boundary of the circle? It is called the circumference of the circle. So this is the basic introduction of the chapter. With this, you should also know how to find out perimeter and area. Perimeter of circle is equal to 2 pi r. Perimeter of the circle. Perimeter means what? Boundary. And that's why this perimeter, in case of circle, it changes to circumference of the circle. In some of the book you will see the word perimeter, but mostly we are using the word circumference of the circle, because circumference is also the boundary and perimeter is also the boundary of some figure. And boundary of the circle, I told you earlier that boundary of the circle is called the circumference. So circumference of circle is 2 pi r, where you know the value of pi. Pi is 22/7 or 3.14, approximate value. Okay, now area of circle. Area of circle, you people also know what is area of circle. Area of circle is equal to pi r square. This is the area of circle. Again, pi is 22/7 or 3.14 depending upon the question, and r is the radius given to you. Correct? There are some more terms for circle: segment, sector, all these things which we will discuss after the exercise. After exercise 12.1. Okay, for 12.1 this information is enough. So let me write again what is perimeter of circle. Perimeter of circle is equal to 2 pi r, and area of circle is equal to pi r square. You have to remember these two formulas. Okay, this you people have read already in your junior classes. Now class, come to exercise 12.1. The first question states that the radii of two circles are 19 centimeter and 9 centimeter respectively. Find the radius of the circle which has circumference equal to the sum of the circumferences of the two circles. So what is given to you? Two circles are given. One with radius 19 centimeter and other circle with radius 9 centimeter. These are the two circles given to you. Now you have to find out the radius of the circle which has circumference equal to the sum of the circumference of these two circles. Correct? That means there is one more circle whose circumference is equal to the sum of these two circumferences, and I have to find out this radius. Okay, so let us start solving the question. Question number 1. What is given to you? Given R1. R1 means radius of the first circle is 19 centimeter. Radius of the second circle R2 is 9 centimeter. And what you have to find out? We have to find out the capital R, that is radius of new circle. Okay, solution. Now, according to question, what is given to you? It is given that circumference of the first circle plus circumference of the second circle is equal to circumference of the new circle. Put on the formula. What is the formula for circumference of circle or perimeter of circle? It is 2 pi r. So here I will write 2 pi r1 because I have taken the radius of first circle as r1. Similarly, for circumference of second circle, you will write 2 pi r2. 2 pi r1 plus 2 pi r2 is equal to circumference of the new circle, which is given by the formula 2 pi capital R. Now you can take down 2 pi common. Here it is r1 plus r2 and this is 2 pi capital R. You can cancel 2 pi from both the sides. Okay, now put down the value. It becomes 19 plus 9. R1 is 19, R2 is 9 is equal to capital R. This implies capital R is equal to 28. Therefore, radius of new circle is equal to 28 centimeter. In this way, you have to solve question number 1. Move to question number 2, very similar to first one. Question number 2 states that the radii of two circles are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Find the radius of the circle having area equal to the sum of the areas of two circles. In the previous question, circumference of two circle is equal to the circumference of the new circle. In this question, area of two circle is equal to the area of the new circle. Okay. So what is given here? Given R1 is equal to 8 centimeter. R2 is equal to 6 centimeter. And what you have to find out? You have to find out the radius of the new circle. Solution. What is given to you? According to question, area of first circle plus area of second circle is equal to area of new circle. Put down the values. Now before putting the value, you have to write down the formula. So this is pi r1 square plus pi r2 square equal to pi capital R square, because you know that the formula for area is pi r square. Again the same thing, take out pi common. Here it is r1 square plus r2 square is equal to pi capital R square. Cancel pi from both the sides. Therefore, radius of new circle is equal to 10 centimeter. Question number 3. Question 3 states that in the figure there is an archery target marked with its 5 scoring areas from the center outwards as gold, red, blue, black and white. The diameter of the region representing gold score is 21 centimeter and each of the other band is 10.5 centimeter wide. Find the area of each of the 5 scoring regions. Okay, so there are 5 scoring regions in an archery target drawn with the help of 5 circles. Correct? The innermost is gold, then followed by red, blue, black and white. Now what is given to you? The diameter of the region representing the gold score. This diameter is given to you. It is equal to 21 centimeter. So D1, let us represent this as D1. This is 21 centimeter. And each of the other band is 10.5 centimeter wide. Means this width is given to you. And the width is 10.5 centimeter. Okay. With the help of this, you can find out the radius of the other circles. See, if D1 is 21 centimeter, what is R1? R1 is 21 by 2 centimeter. That is equal to 10.5 centimeter. Because I told you that diameter is the double of radius. So radius becomes half of the diameter. Now, what is R2? R2 will be this radius plus the width. That means 10.5 plus 10.5, which is equal to 21 centimeter. Similarly, if you come to R3, R3 is radius of the second circle plus the width of the width. That means 21 plus 10.5, which is 31.5 centimeter. R4 is 31.5 plus again 10.5 the width, which is 42 centimeter. And R5 is equal to 42 plus 10.5, which comes out to be 52.5 centimeter. So in this way you will get the radius of each of the circle. Such type of circles, if you remember, the circles with the same center are called the concentric circles. Okay. Now I have to find out the area of each of the 5 scoring regions. So let us start with the first one. Let me write here R1 10.5, R2 21 because we need this, R3 31.5 centimeter, R4 42 centimeter and R5 is 52.5 centimeter. Now, since R1 is equal to 10.5 centimeter, therefore area of gold region is equal to pi R1 square. This is equal to, pi is what? Pi is 22 by 7. And what is R1? R1 is 10.5. Square means you have to write down this 2 times. Cancel this, you will get 1.5. And if you multiply these 3, you will get 346.5 centimeter square. So this is area of gold region. Now come to area of red region. Area of red region. This is the red region. Only this portion is the red region. And how to get this portion? See, this one is gold and there is other circle and this is the red region. To get this shaded portion, what we have to do? Area of second circle minus area of first circle. So we will get the area of red region, correct? So what we have to do? Area of second circle minus area of first circle. Let us represent this by A2 and A1. So area of second circle will be pi r2 square and this is pi r1 square. Take out pi common. This is r2 square minus r1 square. Put down the value 22 by 7. What is r2? r2 is 21 square minus 10.5 square. So this becomes, for your convenience, you can calculate like this. This is a square plus a square minus b square, which is a plus b, a minus b. So this is 22 by 7, 21 plus 10.5, 21 minus 10.5. And this implies 22 by 7 into 31.5 into 10.5. Okay, cancel this. And when you multiply these three, you will get 1039.5 centimeter square. In the same way, you can find out area for the blue region, area for the black region and area for the white region. I will just make down the formula, rest you will solve like area of red region only. Okay, so what could be area of blue region? See, area of blue region is blue region, this region I want. This region is third circle minus second circle. A3 minus A2. A3 will be pi R3 square minus pi R2 square. Take out pi common. R3 square minus R2 square. Same in this way. Put down the value. Solve yourself. For area of black region, what you have to do? A4 minus A3. Area of white region, A5 minus A4. In the same way, you can calculate rest of the parts. Move to question number 4. The wheel of a car are of diameter 80 centimeter each. How many complete revolution does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour? So diameter of the wheel is given to you. Is equal to 80 centimeter. So what could be the radius? Let us represent by r. Radius becomes 80 by 2, that is 40 centimeter. This is the radius. Okay, what else is given to you? You have to find out the complete revolutions each wheel make in 10 minutes if speed of the car is 66 km per hour. First of all, let us find out the distance covered by the car in 10 minutes. Look here, since speed of car is equal to 66 km per hour, this implies distance covered by car in 1 hour is equal to 66 km. Okay, 1 hour means how many minutes? 60 minutes. So distance covered by car in 1 minute is 66 by 60 km, and we have to find out for 10 minutes. So distance covered by car in 10 minutes is equal to 66 by 60 into 10 km. Cancel this. This comes out to be 11 km. This is the distance covered by car in 10 minutes if the speed of the car is 66 km per hour. Okay. Now what is diameter of the wheel given to you? 80 centimeter. With this we have calculated radius, which comes out to be 40. So we can calculate the circumference of the wheel. Now since radius of wheel is equal to 40 centimeter, this implies circumference of wheel is equal to, what is the formula? 2 pi r. So this is 2 into 22/7 into 40. And if you solve this, you will get this as 1760 upon 7 centimeter. So this is circumference of the wheel. Distance covered is 11 kilometer. Let us convert 11 kilometer also. So distance covered is equal to 11 kilometer, which implies, convert this into centimeter because circumference comes in centimeter. So you have to convert kilometer to centimeter. How many zeros will it come? Kilometer to meter converted, centimeter, 2 more zeros. Therefore, number of revolutions is equal to distance covered upon circumference of wheel, which implies 11, and what is the circumference? Circumference is 1760 upon 7, and the answer comes out to be 4375. When you divide these two, you will get 4375. So this is the answer. Move to the last question of the exercise. The last question is, take the correct answer in the following and justify your choice. If the perimeter and the area are numerically equal, then you have to find out the radius. Look here, beta. What is given to you? It is given that perimeter of circle is equal to area of the circle. Same circle. Put down the formula. Perimeter means circumference. What is the formula? 2 pi r. Area is pi r square. You can cancel pi from both the side. You can cancel r also, but 1 r will left here. So directly you will get r equal to 2 centimeter. The easiest question of the exercise. Hope the exercise is clear. Okay. Now, after this exercise, before starting 12.2, there are few terms which I want to discuss in this video only, so that in the next video we will directly start the exercise. So let us move to the new topic, which is areas of sector and segment of a circle. So this is the new topic. Okay. Before finding the area of sector and segment of the circle, we should know what is sector and what is segment of the circle. See, this is circle. This is the center. Radius. Let me draw one more radius. The region bounded between two radii, this whole region is called the sector of circle. Now, if you look at the figure carefully, what I told you, the region bounded between two radii and the arc of the circle. Could I call this one as the sector? Definitely, this is also the sector, because again two radii are there and this is the arc of the circle, so it also becomes a sector. This one is the minor sector and this is the major sector. I hope it is clear. Now come to segment. This is sector. Come to segment now. Segment is the region bounded between chord and arc. What is chord? Chord is the line segment joining the circumference at 2 points. So this is the chord of the circle. And the region between chord and arc is called the segment of the circle. Again, could I call this one as segment? Yes, this is also the segment because this is the chord and this one is the arc. So this is also segment. Again the same thing. This one is the minor segment of the circle. And this is the major segment of the circle. So this is what about sector and segment, the basic definition. Sector is the region bounded between two radii and the arc, whereas segment is the region bounded between chord and the arc. Okay, one more thing which I want to tell you, that if this is the circle and if I draw a diameter in between, what do you call these two parts? These are half of the circle and they are called the semicircle. Because the diameter divides the circle into two equal parts. And hence they are called the semicircle. Could you call this semicircle as the sector? Yes. See? Two radii are there and this is the arc. And what I told you, the region bounded between two radii and the arc is called the sector. So this is sector also. This is called semicircle. This is called sector. Could I call this as segment? Again, yes. Because this is chord joining the circumference and 2 points. And you people know that diameter is considered to be the largest chord of the circle. So the region between chord and the arc is again the segment. So a diameter divides the circle into two parts, which you call it as a semicircle or sector or segment. But mostly we call it as a semicircle only. Hope I am clear with the concept. Now let us proceed to the area. Area of the sector. Look at class. This is circle, center, two radii, making some angle. Let this angle be theta. Let us denote this angle by theta. Theta is a Greek letter for denotion. And you know that this part is called the sector. Okay, I have to find out area of this region. Look here, for circle, what is the complete angle? Complete angle is 360 degree. So for 360 degree, area of circle is equal to pi r square. You know this thing? Okay, if it is complete circle, the formula is pi r square. But I have to find out only for the theta degree. Let us find out for 1 degree. Use unitary method. For 1 degree, area of, now I will call it as a sector, not the circle. Because in 1 degree, it becomes the part of the circle. And part of the circle is called the sector, which is bounded by two radii. So area of sector is equal to pi r square upon 360. Therefore, for theta degree, which I want, which is required, for theta degree, area of sector is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square, where r is the radius and theta is the angle between two radii. So this is the formula for area of sector. Theta by 360 into pi r square. Okay. Now suppose if you have to find out the length of the arc, this arc. So for calculating length of the arc, length means what? Length is the boundary, whole part of the boundary. This is length of arc means part of the circle. For this I want, here I am calculating now length of arc. Second formula, length of an arc for 360 degree. For 360 degree, length of circle is equal to 2 pi r. 360 degree for complete whole circumference, which is 2 pi r. So for 1 degree, length of arc it becomes now, part becomes, which is 2 pi r upon 360. And for theta degree, which is required, length of an arc is equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. So this is second formula. Move to the last formula, which is area of the segment. Area of the segment of a circle. What is segment? Segment is a region bounded between chord and the arc. This is segment. Now I am interested to find out area of this region. For this, what we have to do? We have to draw two radii with the endpoints of the chord. I want this thing only. Let me name this as OAB. Okay. This OAB becomes the sector. If I subtract triangle OAB from the sector, I will get the segment. So area of segment is what? Area of segment is area of sector minus area of triangle. And we know that area of sector is theta upon 360 into pi r square minus. Now the question is, what is area of this triangle? Correct. The angle is theta here. So area of this triangle is half r square sine theta. This you have to remember. Look here, I will tell you how you will get this. See, area of triangle is half into base into height. This is equal to, look here, if, let me draw the figure again. If the theta is 90, suppose this is 90 degree given to you, then this becomes the base and this becomes the height. I can use the formula half base into height. Correct. And one thing, remember that sine 90 is 1. So I can change this formula as half into base is what? Base is what? Radius. Height is what? Again radius. And if I write sine 90 here, there is no change in the formula because sine 90 comes out to be 1 only. In trigonometry, we have read this thing. So, if in place of 90, theta is given to you, the formula changes to half into r into sine theta, which is nothing but half r square sine theta. I hope it is clear now. We have used the same formula half base into height, but this formula is used only when theta is 90. And if theta is not 90, If theta is other than 90, then you have to use the formula half r square sine theta. Just remember this. So this is area of segment of the circle. I hope it is clear. These three formulas we are going to use in our exercise, next exercise, which you will see in my next video. Till then, learn all the formulas used. Take care of your health. Thank you.